YouTube here in a minute. All right, cool. I think we're So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this because I don't want to keep you guys long, and it's been a long time since I've done this. So I wanted to get back on here and do this. How you doing, everybody? CJ Williams, and I didn't create a graphic with my name on it. That's okay. CJ Williams, PT Media. Be sure to visit the website, ptmediapros.com. Changed some things up this year, kind of focusing on video podcast production. And already we're off to a great start this year. It's February. We've been to Atlanta a couple times, produced some great content, some great podcasts down in Atlanta this year already. And I expect that trend to continue. So to all those ladies down there who I've worked with, thank you. And I look forward to getting to work with you again. So we're live on Facebook. I want to thank you for joining me on the Facebook page, PT Media, what is it? Primetime Media, CLT. And then on the YouTube channel, I think it's just PT Media on YouTube. So in this video, I wanted just to go over the 5 huge tags that we handle, we perform for our clients when it comes to video podcast production. First, let's talk about why video podcasts. Real quick, it's because we're handling 2 big major content areas for you with one at one time. So as experts, as you're trying to grow your authority and build your credibility, and you want to be seen as the experts, having a podcast is one of the best ways to do that. It's still a popular way to, despite what you see about numbers declining on podcasts and Spotify laying off people. I mean, the pandemic had a huge part with the podcast growth. So now it's kind of leveling off. So podcast is the number one way. Well, I'm gonna say number one, but one of the best ways to build your authority and grow your audience. But you still need YouTube with video. Video is just the number one marketing method or marketing means for any brand out there. So you combine those, and then you have an all-in-one solution for growing your business. And that's what I help my clients do. But this is not easy. Starting a podcast is not easy. Maintaining one is not easy. Get all the things that go into a podcast, especially if you're a busy business coach, consultant, you're handling clients, you're trying to do all these other things, especially if you're a solo entrepreneur. Like, it can be a lot. So I just want to go over the 5 tasks that I help my clients with when it comes to video production or podcast production. And the goal here is ultimately to make it hands off for them. So they just show up, get their guests there, they just show up, and then that's it. They're done, and I take care of the rest of it for them. So let's jump into number 1. Number 1 is planning your podcast. Actually talking about why you, like, what's one of the questions I'm going to ask you, like, why are you doing this? What's the point? Who are you trying to reach with this? And what are you selling? Because it's easier to produce a podcast and justify the price you're going to pay for having this done if you ultimately are trying to sell a service of some type on the back end, whether it be coaching, consulting, you have a program that you're trying to get people in, you do conferences, you're a speaker, you're an author, whatever. It's easier to do this when you have a product to sell. So I'm going to be getting down to why it is you want to do this. And then we get down to the episodes. What's your goal for each episode? Is there a particular topics you want to cover? Are you going to have, past clients in here giving testimonials? Are you going to have team members in here helping out, talking about their roles? Are you going to have sponsors? Do we need to record or film sponsor those spots for the sponsors? And your intro, outro, of course. And then your call to actions throughout the episode that you might want to say, hey, join the Facebook group, join my group coaching, or get on the email list, visit the website, things like that. So we're going to plan all of that out before. This is important. I mean, we got to have that before we get started. We're never going to go in a situation not knowing what's going to, transpire with the, not knowing what we go into it knowing what we're going to get out of it, if I can get those words out. So that's number 1, planning the podcast. I actually have a free podcast planner on the website. If you want to visit the website, again, that's ptmediapros.com. You can download the free PDF. It's a podcast planner, and it'll take you through, getting that getting started with that. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. Send us a message here. You can email me, cjwilliams@ptmediapros.com. So number 2 on this is, once we plan it out, we move to production. We start filming your podcast, and with this, this is a big deal, because this is a lot of work goes into this, especially on my part. At this point, the hard work for the client is pretty much done. Like, we've planned it out, you've scheduled your guests. So with me and my team, in some cases just me, we come in and we bring our cameras, we bring the mics, we bring the lights, all the equipment necessary, we bring that. And we make sure it all happens over the course of a day. Our goal with our basic package is like 5 episodes. We try to get that done in one day. And there's a reason why we want to do that, because we want to take advantage of this opportunity, make the most. It's the most cost-effective way of doing it. And during this time, you'll probably be changing outfits as your guests come in and out, changing your outfits. And of course, and it's gonna, for one, you're gonna look like you did this on multiple days. When you want to change outfits, because when you get this video back, and if you're wearing the same outfit in all of those videos, you're not gonna want to share that. Trust me. So changing outfits is big, but it's a major deal. If my goal is, one, make you feel comfortable in front of the camera, all 3 cameras, and we're doing this for maximum quality. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The goal is to get there, show up, and for the client, this ends your part of it. For most of my clients, at this point, they're done with it. They're just like, hey, get it done. I just want to see the finished product at the end. I don't want it to handle anymore, and that's fine with me. So that's number 2, feminine. Then make sure I spelled it right. Editing your podcast. So once we filmed it after a couple days, I send them a rough draft, a rough version. I call them reference videos, where they can go in and look at it. I put it all together. Episodes are put together, all the sponsor spots, all the call to actions, everything is put in there, and you get to see the entire episode. From this point, you can pick out, things if you want to take some things out. This would be when you let me know, hey, let's take this part out. If you want to move certain things to the end or beginning or wherever, then we can do that. And then another important part of this process is you pick out your social media clips, and we'll talk more about that later. But this is where you pick out, if you don't want me to do it. Most people just say, hey, just ask me to do it. It's easier for them. This is where you would pick out any of those social media clips that you want. So you'll get that within a couple days, and you'll have it. It's yours, well, to look at. And this ain't the final version. But within a couple days of filming, hold on, I want to make sure we live here. Like, what's really going on here? Is we live? So that's that. Hold up, real quick. Let me check, cause might be spinning our wheels here. Might just be spinning our wheels here. I don't want to be doing that. Are we live? All right, we shall continue. We shall continue. All right, so that's number 3, editing your podcast. Number 4 is getting it uploaded. So once we have all this audio and video, we gotta get it distributed. We have to get it to the right places. We have to get the audio and make sure people are gonna actually be able to find this podcast. So best places, best platforms: Apple, Spotify, Google. Me and my team is gonna make sure all of this happens for you. The video, making sure the videos actually get to YouTube. My team, again, will handle all of this for you. So reason being, especially with the videos, like, for us to upload the videos, get them to you, and you download them and then upload them, it's a process, right? You don't want to do all that. We'll do it for you. Like, instead of all that happening, we'll just send them straight to you. All you would do is add us as an admin. Add me as an admin on your YouTube channel, and I'll upload this stuff for you. I put the title, description, and if you want to go in and add to that, can, and that's it. And then you set it to publish. Same thing with the audio. You can go in and add stuff to it. I'll put some basic stuff in there if you want to go in and add it, and then you set it to release or publish or go live on the days you want. So if week 1, you got the audio set for the first episode, you got the first video set, you schedule them to publish on the same day, and you're good. And you have everything you need, everything going live. So we'll take care of getting that stuff uploaded for you, even getting it scheduled for you if you need. Last but not least, marketing your podcast. For this, we cut social media clips. So from each episode, our basic packages give you 3 social media clips per episode. So if we're doing shooting 5 episodes in that day, you're gonna get 15 social media clips. So that's 5 for each episode, or 3 from each episode. I'm sorry. And we'll cut these up in nice, pretty vertical videos. Put the captions on it if you like. Put your logo on it if you like. And these, I suggest storing these away, like putting them away in a folder. Once we send them to you, you can download them, because you may want to reuse these at some point. You may want to reuse and run back through them, cycle back through them in 6 months or so, because you're promoting your own content, because you still have that podcast there, you still have that YouTube channel there. Wouldn't hurt to cycle back through this stuff and start marketing. You might want to add different music with it, add a little filter or something over it. So this stuff, all of this is content that's going to continue to work for you. So that's that. Those are 5 things we're going to take care of for you. That's planning your podcast, shooting your podcast, editing your podcast, uploading your podcast, and then marketing your podcast. These are things we're going to take care of for you, making it a hands-off experience for you. In most cases, coaches, consultants, service providers. Make it easy for you to kind of stand out, because this puts you ahead of most people who don't have this stuff. Most people are just relying on social media, but by having this, you stand out, and it's easier for you to build that know, like, and trust with your audience. So that's that. That's all I have for you in this live. I'll try to be back next week. I don't know, depends. I don't know why I got away from doing these, but until I see you again next week, be sure to visit the website, ptmediapros.com. You can send me an email, cjwilliams@ptmediapros.com. Go to the website. You can download the podcast planner absolutely free. And you can shoot us a DM if you like. I'd love to help you out with shooting your podcast. Let's talk about it. All right.